everybody, welcome back to the channel. 806 driver. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've been here with us for a while, welcome back, y'all. Well, it's Monday morning, day after the Super Bowl. Looks like old Tom Brady got the better of my Chiefs. Got the better of old turn the jailbreak off. Chris and they're trying to be cool and record a jailbreak and forget to turn it off. Jacks me up on my shifting. But yeah, it looks like old Tom Brady. Actually, wasn't so much Tom Brady. Tom Brady just did what he always does. That Tampa Bay defense got after them. Got after that offensive line of old Patrick Mahomes and kept him kind of running for his life all night. Looked like they were just in a bad way. But had a good live chat last night with WolfRider 750 and a Truckers Life on Lewis and George. We talked about an hour there through halftime, and had a cool little live session. So y'all be sure to go to my go to my page, my channel, and you can see the link in there. I shared it to our page, and you can go look at it, or go check out WolfRider 750's page. Also, old Lewis, he's trying to grow his channel, y'all. He's up about 500 subscribers, and go check him out. He's a really cool guy, flatbedder, works for Melton. He's kind of doing a channel and for kind of the rookie driver, you know, kind of what to expect as a rookie driver, and he's just kind of vlogging his experience, and it's very interesting, but yeah, we're rolling into Amarillo, Texas here, and about to go load up. Man, I haven't done a lot of recording in the last 2 weeks as far as driving and whatnot, because I've been kind of stuck on this run, y'all. I've been coming over here to Amarillo, loading up and going to Altus, Oklahoma, and doing two and a half rounds a day of that. And it's just very repetitive. The weather's being crappy, just like it is right now. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's foggy and misting and just crappy weather. And matter of fact, this week supposed to have some of our coldest temperatures of the year this week here in the Texas Panhandle. I think Wednesday and Thursday of this week, hell, we ain't supposed to get out of the 20s for the highs, and we're going to be in the single digits for the lows. So we got about 15 more loads of this fertilizer to haul over to Oklahoma, and seems like every time we get down to about 2 or 3 loads, they give us 15, 20 more, which I ain't complaining. This is paying really good, and it's just the only thing that's just kind of monotonous. It's the same thing over and over and over again, but that's what we do. It's that time of year. We gotta get these farmers taken care of. They gotta get everything ready to be fertilized. They're putting a lot of this fertilizer on winter wheat, trying to get it up and going, and it's just been a busy time. We're rolling west on I-40 right now. We'll be getting off at the downtown exit and rolling downtown. Kind of got to go down in the industrial part of town to load. So, but I'm going to talk about a little something here for a minute, just to kind of break up the monotony while we're doing a little POV driving action here. I've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of questions about, you know, what company should I start out at, you know, as a new driver, as far as getting my CDL and somebody helping me, and well, I know quite a bit about that. I don't know a lot about it either, because I've never worked for one of those type of companies, a mega carrier, where they send you to school and kind of help you get your license, and you got to work for them for like a year, 2 years, or whatever. So not 100% on how that works, and other than what I've heard from other drivers and people that have came and gone, worked with me, and I think it's a good way to get your foot in the door, and I kind of come about my CDL in an unconventional fashion, and I started out in high school kind of driving a truck for a local co-op farm supply. We had some bobtail, tandem axle bobtail, we call them tender trucks or nurse trucks. And what they were is one of them had a dry hopper box on the back with an auger, and we would haul dry fertilizer out to the field to put in the spreader rigs. And then we also had a like a 3,000 gallon tanker, or 2,500, 3,000 gallon tanker on a tandem axle bobtail. And we would haul liquid fertilizer out to put on the spray rigs, take to the spray rigs. So that's kind of how I learned where I really got my feet wet. Hell, I wasn't 16, 17 years old and I was driving those, which mind you, they were tagged as farm equipment, so it wasn't no problem for me to drive them. And then after I graduated high school, I went to the Army. And while I was in the Army, I was a petroleum supply specialist, which was a fuel handler. So I hauled a lot of fuel, and they ran us through a CDL course. And I had a Army CDL. They called it, instead of calling it like a Class A CDL, my Army license, they call it a ACDL, which is Army CDL. And I was in the Army on active duty for about 6.5 years, and I did a 1.5 years in the Guard, National Guard, to complete my contract. But when I got out, I went to work for Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola is where I actually got my civilian, my Texas CDL. And because I had the Army CDL, they waived the written portion of my test. So I was able to, all I had to do was take a driving test. And when I worked for Coca-Cola, they sent me down there in one of their little trucks, one of their little city trucks, and I took my driving test. And that basically how I come about getting my CDL. And I know when I was in the oil field, I did a lot of training. We worked for a company, man, we needed drivers bad. So we would take guys that just had their permits, and I would train them, you know, how to drive, how to shift. You know, sometimes I spend a month and a half with the guy, kind of training them and getting them. Then we'd take them down to the DMV to do their driving test. You know, in order for us to hire them, they had to already have taken their written test and had their permits. So almost to our exit here, downtown Amarillo. Sure, it's foggy, you ain't gonna be able to see much. I thought it'd be pretty cool to see what was going on, but it's getting foggier and foggier. But yeah, we would do that. We would do that for a lot of them guys. And to be honest with you, I had somebody tell me the other day that you can't just go get your permit anymore and then go find somebody that has a truck and go take your driving test and get your CDL. Something about you got to have some classroom hours, and I don't know how true that is. I need to do some researching on that and see what the truth in that is. But really, what we got? We got some red and blues up here. Got something flashing. I think it's more of a city's truck or a state truck. I think it's some blue and yellows. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a city truck. But fixing to roll through downtown Amarillo. We're not gonna go through the buildings. I was kind of hoping I could go left back there where we go through the buildings, but we're gonna come down the street with the Civic Center on it. But for all you guys and gals that are starting out, I think barely made it through that light, didn't we? I think it's good, you know, to go to one of those larger carriers and let them put you through school and put you through training and go that route. I don't think that's a bad deal at all. I know you gotta stick it out with them for a year, and but my advice to everybody is after you stick it out that year, while you're there, keep your record clean, you know, be really careful, take your time, learn the business, learn how to park, learn how to navigate, you know, learn how to trip plan, and all that good stuff. And when you get that year in and you're able to go somewhere else, you know, do that research during that year. Find you I kind of lean more toward the smaller companies, where you're more of a name instead of a number. And you know, I be honest with you, I really think a place, you know, with 50 trucks or less, probably, and in my opinion, a place with 10 trucks or less, you know, yeah, sometimes you don't get the best benefits from them places with 10 trucks or best, you know, like where I'm at right here. I have no insurance, no retirement, none of that. But sometimes the work environment and all that good stuff kind of outweighs just being a number and having benefits. So, and you also make a little more money at the smaller companies, it seems like. Hell, I'm a local driver, and home most every night. I mean, every now and then we'll go out to make a run out to Georgia from Texas, or up to North Dakota or Mississippi, you know, somewhere every now and then, but it ain't that often. Most time I'm home most every night. So, and hell, I have no problem making $1,500 a week, you know, and being home every night. So, you know, just learn as much as you can, get all your all the endorsements that you can, and you know, to me that's the smartest way to do it. I gotta try to remember, I hadn't come in this way in a while. I gotta remember where to turn up here. I know we're gonna hang a right on 3rd Street. I wanted to take y'all through the buildings and stuff, but it brought me in a little different. Here's 3rd Street right here. Where we're going to unload is right down here on the right. Guess a better stop. Make a right-hand turn here. Kind of down here in the rail district. And but no, that's just what I was going to kind of talk about a little bit, about getting your CDL and ways to do it. So and just sometimes you got to bite that bullet, and if you're still able to just go get your permit and find somebody to let you borrow their truck and practice on, or go to one of those the way my brother did it when he got ready to get his CDL after he got out of the Coast Guard. He just went and got his permit, and then he went down there in Dallas-Fort Worth and got there was a place there that let you rent their truck. They would take you out and drive you around for half a day, let you practice parking, parallel parking and backing, and then you just took their little truck. It was a little single axle like Coca-Cola type truck, and a little single axle pup trailer, and you go down and take your test in it. And shout out to my buddy Juan and Sip. I think we're about to come by their little terminal right here. It's two of my really good buddies. They work for a company called Estes, E-S-T-E-S. It's a little freight hauling company. And they run from here to Denver and back. Yeah, here they are, right here on our left. I don't know if y'all be able to see them. It's dark and foggy, but this is their little terminal right here on our left. And we're gonna get up here and pull in and get ready to load up here on the right. So yeah, if you could go that type of route, I don't see nothing wrong with that either. Looks like we got a truck in here loading right now. I'm kind of hoping we get in and out and wouldn't have to wait on nobody, but it looks like we're gonna have to wait on somebody. about to hang a right, go across these railroad tracks. Oh, fog is setting in and getting thicker and thicker. No, I just thought I'd touch on that for a minute and give me a little something to talk about. And the hopper bottoms are running. We got a grain elevator over here behind us. They move a lot of corn in and out to all the feedlots around here. Feedlots for where they raise the cattle, send them off to the packing plant, turn them into ribeyes. Heck, we got squeaking. Ain't that passenger seat over there squeaking a little bit. The gate's open for some reason. I don't know if this guy's loading, unloading. I think this is a guy from yeah, he's I really think he's should be almost done doing whatever it is he's doing. But let me I'm gonna jump off here for a minute. Let's see, he might be done. He might be fixing to pull out, so I'll let y'all walk through me on our loading process here, and see how all that goes. It looks like the old boy's getting in his truck. I don't know, he's got, there you go, he's closing his door, so y'all can come go with me through our little loading process right quick. Got to get out that gate so I can fit, before I can fit in there where I need to be. Alrighty, pull up here. Do this. First thing we gotta do, we gotta go out here and hook up our hose. Open our two valves here. Righty. Already got my dome lid open. I opened it whenever I unloaded yesterday, so I leave it open so it'll vent while we're loading. Come over here and open their valve. I didn't bleed all his air off. Gotta get my phone so we can get our load number. Go up the stairs here. Ooh, a little icy. It's a little bit icy. All right. Go in here and punch in our information. Oops. phone here. We gotta find our load number. One 7322 020. Okay. Shows they want to load us 50,000 pounds. We're gonna punch here and we're gonna change it to 53,000 pounds. That'll put us right at 84,000 pounds gross, which we can haul legally. Hit okay. Shows where we're going there. Okay. Everything's showing what we're going to get gallon wise. We're going to get about a little over 4,800 gallons. So we got to go down here. Train rolling through. Be careful on them steps. It's a little slick. So we come out here. I re-verify all my valves are open. Yeah, I'm open here, and I'm open over there on my 2 valves on the bottom of the tank. Come over here and hit this green start button. Watch this hose here. There it goes. And as simple as that, we're loading. Takes about 12-13 minutes to load, y'all. And it's cold out here this morning. It is definitely cold out here this morning. But yeah, I want to get loaded here. Talking a little bit about that CDL. Kind of let y'all see what I got going on this morning. Just put a little content out there, something a little different what I normally do. Like I said, I've been doing the same thing. I didn't want to do another video of just me loading and unloading, and you guys have already seen that and get bored trying to put some content out. Had a really good convo last night with old George and Lewis, man. And like I said, for real, guys, go there and give old WolfRider a follow. Yeah, you know, it's the rookie stuff might not be something you want to see, but man, if you're not going to watch, it's really cool. And of course, George at Trucker's Life, most of y'all that are here already know him. Y'all found me through him, you know, and he has got an awesome channel too, man. It has a lot of fun on that channel, so go check him out too, and I'll link them both down in the description, and like I said, go check them out. They're really cool channels, and they have a lot of fun on their channels, and just a really neat deal. You'll see that train over there. He's about to clear out. But anyway, I'll get back with y'all when I get done loading here and kind of show you how we unhook, and we'll get a little footage rolling out of Amarillo, and we'll probably call it a day. This video is already 24 minutes long, so that's probably going to be plenty. So we'll catch y'all here in a minute. All right, guys, we're going to be pretty close to being loaded here. Gotta wait for this line here. It's gonna clear it. Once it finishes loading, it's gonna blow air and clear out the line, and then after it clears out their main line past this valve, we'll close that valve. Then we gotta clear the line again with the air right here and close our valve on our tank and unhook, and close our hatch on top and go up and get our paperwork. There it goes. It just finished loading. Y'all see the air. Watch that hose right here. It'll jump, boy, when that air goes through it. Almost scare you how much pressure it's got. See that hose jump? That scared the crap out of me the first time I ever seen it do that. I thought the hose was gonna come off the truck. Does that for about 10 seconds. There it goes. You can hear it quit blowing. So now we open the air up from here. Valve closed here. Come over here, close our valve going in the tank. Shut the air off. Then you gotta bleed the air off the hose. Bleed the air off the hose. Back over here, close the other valve, make sure we're all bled down. Bled down, unhook the hose. Close the bleeder, cap on, go up top. Ooh, it's icy. Watch your step. Tight. 3 points of contact. 3 points of contact. Be safe. New smack. Grab our hose. Lost a little fertilizer there, but won't hurt nothing. Hose over there, we don't run over it. I just gotta run upstairs. Grab our paperwork. Comes off this printer right here. I thought I grabbed my pen, y'all. Supposed to sign this, but it's already got her name on it. There we go. Those 2 engines. Engines rolling out. The camera's sitting kind of funny. I don't know if I bumped it around or what. What happened there? What happened there? All right, we got about 160 miles to go to get to Oklahoma and unload. So about 700 mile a day, y'all. Doing 2 rounds of these, and I'll probably just leave y'all with a little driving footage and some music here as we roll out. I turn my disco lights off. There we go. Turn my disco lights off. This gate open up. Yeah, I guess I didn't turn my disco lights off. The red one's still on. Can be pretty tight getting out of here sometimes. No trains are coming. All right. For 806 driver. We're on this transport. Bump it up a little bit. Keep the shiny side up and the hammer down. We'll catch y'all on the next.
Wave, look, why you mad? Get to the bag. Long face, duck a case, get the cash. I've been living fast, still far from average. Real talk, all this shit is right outside what I imagine. Young, black and raspy, catch me with a lab. Young nigga make the slap that make her body do magic. Won't stop till my bank account magnets. Looking like I'm still running paper routes backwards. Money bags, no advance, snap back like a rubber band. Pretty thing with a suntan, make it bounce back when she do the dance. Call my song, we supposed to pick. See your things through a different lens. Living fast, only one chance. Never pants, how we do the plans. Right? I practice what I preach. They lie and put her out my way, then get lost to sea. Not sure what you wanted, but I'm what you need. I know my high just started, bet I hit a peak, yeah. Wave, used to just wanna blend in. Big flex, how I do the syntax now that I got the attention. On the rig, you make it really hard, I just wanna be friends. Treat the night like a vignette for what's coming next, hard to see the end. Yeah, I tread water in the deep end. I'll die young and live plenty days on my defense. In real life, could just pretend, let them sleep in. Reach a life feeling like a never-ending repeat of the weekend. I can't believe it. Yeah. Gotta switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah. Knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I'll make it, I don't wanna leave it. Ain't nobody realist, it's been added something rigorous. I traded in the cars, it was lost for the dividends. I'm calm, but the temperament been strong when I pencil in. Phone steady jumping, screening calls like I'm flipping bricks. Got everybody tapping in, but you been kept it solid. When you look me in the eyes, subtle till I know you got it. When you do the sauce, make me want it a la carte. Caught me looking at it like the bullseye of the target, double tap it. Since day one, but I'm seasoned. Put the work in off season. Talk like they ball hard, when all they really do is reach in. Limit time, hearing small talk. Speaking dreams to existence like a young king at the Lincoln. Big facts for the pretense. Link up, we can sync up. Been in the field off the long snap, like a big talk. Better sink in to the whole squad, get a ring ting. Let the ops tell us thing then. Recent life feeling like I never ended repeat. I can't believe it. Yeah. Switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah. Knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I'll make it, I don't wanna leave it. Switch up how I breathe every time I see it. Yeah. Knowing what you want, I know just what you need. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, I got you falling through for the weekend. Chance I put it down, how you need it. Bet I'll make it, I don't wanna leave it.
Time to run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Time to run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Time to run it up. 9 out of 10, rub through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash,